Good morning, my dear. Good morning. Happy full moon. Happy full moon in Gemini at 13 degrees. This full moon is exciting, it's dynamic, it's potent, and I'm calling it, destiny calls quickly. And if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I'm a channeler and an astrologer. And today we're going to be channeling messages through the lens of astrology. We're going to do an all signs reading today, and we're going to start off with some general information about this full moon right over here. It's happening, and please check your own time zone for this. It's happening Eastern Standard Time on the 4th of December at 1813. And so that's the exact moment that the sun and the moon are in complete opposition to each other. We look at the chart ruler of the full moon. Since the full moon is in Gemini, the chart ruler is Mercury over here. It just went direct in Scorpio energy at 22 degrees. What makes this full moon so dynamic, and why it's the December all signs reading that I'm doing for complimentary on YouTube? This is donation based. I have membership groups, 3 different membership groups where we do all signs reading for the entire season ahead. Please check out my website, your invitations, all the links are below if you're interested in doing the deep dive. So we've covered this date already, but I knew it was going to be this deep dive. Normally, I do the transits of Mars for the all signs readings, but this full moon was like so bright. It's like, Sarah, this is your YouTube video. Why, Sarah? Because we have the North Node right over here in Pisces, the South Node, what we're releasing over here. I follow the mean node and the mean Lilith, and right now the mean node is going to be at 13 degrees of Pisces. South Node will be at 13 degrees of Virgo. Sun will be at 13 degrees of Sagittarius, and the moon will be at 13 degrees of Gemini. Destiny calls quickly. You might be faced right now with situations and circumstances that are asking you to level up quickly. This is the house of early learning, communication, language, short trips around town. This is mutable water, mutable earth, mutable fire, mutable air. This might really happen so quickly. This might be triggering. This might be what we could perceive as difficult, or why is this happening to me? Why me? We talked about some of the me stuff with our Jupiter transit that we have going on. So definitely check out my 4 Horsemen series that's happening on YouTube. We went through Jupiter. We went over Saturn. We're going to be going over Uranus this week, and next week we're going over the transits of Neptune. It's the 4 Horsemen, why, everything feels like it's crumbling and what to build instead. Jupiter is a key player in this full moon. Not by the day, but almost by degree. So what do you mean by that, Sarah? So Mercury is at 22 degrees, chart ruler for this full moon. Jupiter is over here in Cancer energy at 24 degrees. And Saturn is over here in Pisces. Saturn just went direct last week at 25 degrees. So it's a wide, grand water trine. This will be exact at 25 degrees on the 6th and the 7th. So on the 6th, we'll have a perfect trine here, and on the 7th, we'll have a perfect trine here. I've talked at length about this trine. I have a whole blog that I wrote about it, so definitely check that out. It's for free on my website. And this is free-flowing, really lovely, beautiful energy. Really lovely, beautiful energy. So the flowing of information, break it down a little more. Information, downloads, Hermes, our communication planet in Scorpio, the depths of our deep processing, the Phoenix run house. We just had a Mercury retrograde here. Jupiter is now retrograde in our house of home and safety, in my pocket of the world. So what we want, like I said, that me, might be like just, it's right outside my grasp. I cannot get to it. That's why. Saturn just went direct in Pisces last week. Yeah, it was on Thanksgiving Day in the United States. So whatever solid foundation that your life is trying to create. Oh boy, pardon me. It's happening now. It's going to be seemingly like, I don't feel ready. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Just check in with your higher self. Check in with the God of your understanding. Pray on it, script on it, write on it. But what we do around full moons is release. So it might feel like a point of contention right now. It might feel like come up to this grand cross, mutable grand cross, this air energy, this, squaring energy. Square, square, opposition, square, square. So the moon is squaring the north node, squaring the north node, squaring the south node. Sun is squaring the north node, squaring the south node. But you see how it's like you come up to this and go one way or another. They might look exactly the same from the point that you're standing at. It might not be, this is definitely the highest timeline, this is definitely the lower timeline, this is this, this is this. Checking in with yourself. Mutable energy moves very quickly. So I want us to really be grounded in our decision-making process, grounded in what it is that we're focused on creating. And releasing in the house of communication. We talked about this on last week's live. It was called Movement in All Directions. And I invite you to use this full moon to do what I talked about then, which is retire a phrase. What is a phrase in your life that maybe has been ingrained in you since childhood, since birth, since whenever, that you're ready to retire, that you're ready to let go of? For me, it's I don't know. I'm like, that's the phrase that I'm ready to retire. And it was ingrained in me since a very young age. And I'm ready to take action steps whenever I say it. It's usually when I'm know something, but I don't want to upset the person that I'm talking to by asserting myself or by saying, I actually do know a lot about this. Or let me look into that. I'm not sure. Something that I talk about in my practice, which is very different, but this is being highlighted right now, is that in my practice, I will be the first person to say this exact phrase. I don't know the answer to that question, but let's find out together. So what I preach and teach, I'm integrating into my real life. I'm not going to disempower myself and say, I don't know, when I do know. If I actually don't know, let me find out. Let me research that. Let me take a moment and discover what it is that I actually feel. Or let me, just like I do in my videos, I say, let me see how I want to phrase this. I will always take a pause and say, how do I want to describe this? How do I want to say this? And I preface that. So a lot of what I do in my work, I'm integrating in my real life right now. Instead of letting my old programs, my early learning, run the ship, I'm grabbing it by the helm. Very Sagittarius energy. Very Sagittarius energy. So there's one other component that I wanted to talk about very, very quickly. Mars, our assertive planet. I love Mars. I have an entire Mastering Mars program. I talk about it regularly. When you're actively ready to integrate true metaphysics, true astrology into your everyday life, into your busy life, Mars is the planet to work with. So definitely check out my Mastering Mars program. It is available on my website. You get instant access and you get access forever. Mars is in Sagittarius at 22 degrees. Chiron, the wounded healer, the wounded warrior, is retrograde in Aries energy at 22 degrees. So we have a trine happening here. What did I write down? We're releasing trauma bonds and we're releasing codependency with this. Sometimes in our lives, we have to go first. That's why you're here at the Multidimensional Caffè. That's usually when people are drawn to my work. That's usually when I pop up on YouTube. That's usually when you see me, is when you're ready to let go of the same habits, same patterns, same results, and you're ready to step onto your highest timeline. That's when we light the candle. That's when we say, okay, let's take some action steps. But it's gross going right now. And I might do an entire video on trauma bonds and why it might feel so much deeper, so much more potent right now. I will definitely do more work on that, whether I write something or I do a video on it, because so much of what we're seeing when it comes to trauma bonds, and I come from corporate, I come from service and management and leadership, but one thing that I recognized in one of my last waitering jobs was we were trauma bonded as a team. We were trauma bonded. We had gone through some things together. When you're in service with a group of people, you know what I mean. If you've done it, there's no possible way to describe it unless you've actually experienced it. And so when you say, I want something more than this, I want something different than this, it's not saying that the people that you're around are bad or wrong, or, you know, you could have more than this or you could have this. It's just saying, I'm stepping out of this and I'm ready to have something different in my life, but it feels weightier. It feels heavier because of the trauma bond, because we went through something. You know, there's a really great book, and the author's name is eluding me right now, but The Body Keeps the Score. And it talks about how, you know, war veterans don't heal, actively choose not to heal, because then the memory of the soldiers that they lost on the battlefield is like, I can't leave them there. I can't leave them behind. This is a real thing. This is not just a woo language. This is like, please do your own research on this. But trauma bonds are so potent and so real, and they keep us in a density that maybe we know we're not supposed to be in. You know, trines are free-flowing energy, but attached to our wounding in the house of self. Who am I without this team? Who am I without this addiction? Who am I without this, you know, community? And so we have to step forward towards our legacy. Mars is going to go into Capricorn on the 15th of December, Eastern Standard Time. So we're making moves. We're doing things. We're going places. We're actively pursuing our highest timeline. And remember, and this came through strongly in my council gathering that I had this morning. So if you're interested in channeled messages from the Council of Nine, definitely check out my website, Council Gathering for December. The replay is included with the price. So if you'd like December's recording, you can get that, or if you'd like to sign up for January's gathering. But that came through, whereas sometimes we worry when we ascend, when we go first, when we walk forward towards our, you know, the unknown, towards the unknown, the dark unknown, but the highest timeline. We're like, will this person be here? Will this person be here? Will my mom be here? Will my sister be here? Will my boyfriend, my father, will they all be here? The people meant to be in your life cannot be taken from you. But if you're questioning certain things, and there might be a specific relationship that you do need to let go of right now. If you're questioning certain relationships, sit with it, be with it, honor it. Honor it, my darling, honor it. Okay, I think we're ready. My disclaimer, as always, is this is not a personalized reading. Please take none of what I say as doctrine. This is a channeled offering across time and space. If any of these messages resonate with you, amazing. If they don't, this is not for you. That is so okie dokie. Not all messages are meant for us. If you're interested in a personalized reading, please reach out directly. I offer personalized services, tailored services, recorded chart readings, etc., etc. As well as, like I said, I have 3 membership groups that have already an all signs reading for the entirety of Scorpio season, for Sagittarius season. It has, I think at this point, over a year of exclusive all signs readings that have not been seen on YouTube before. And you have the reading room, which is a dragon oracle and tarot reading and an all signs reading a month. Then the paradigm shift, which includes everything from the reading room, as well as a full moon channeling and healing message that will be posted shortly this week. That can be that's how to utilize this energy. Release. Whether it's with me, whether you do something very, very practical. I have a Foundations and Flow, Astrology for Real Life, a practical full moon release technique in there. And my exclusive membership group, the Divine Sovereign Room, we meet twice a month for live coaching, once around the new moon, once the first Saturday of the month. So we'll be meeting this Saturday, and we process together in real time. We share our gifts. We share with like-minded, soul-led, self-led souls from across the world. So it's a beautiful group. All of your invitations are in the description below. And like I said, do not take anything as doctrine. Take what resonates. Do not take the rest. Where is 13 degrees of Sagittarius, and where is 13 degrees of Gemini energy? where is 13 degrees of Pisces, and where is 13 degrees of Virgo. Look to this axis, focus on where the sun is, where you're going, what you're releasing, what you're releasing. Amazing. I'm going to introduce the planets and then we're going to get into the reading. As always, watch for your rising sign first, and then your sun sign, and then your moon sign to get the vibrations and to get the energy. But look at exactly where this 13 degrees is falling in your chart. This is the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Black Moon Lilith, where'd you go? Chiron. And like I said, we do the north node like this and the south node over here, so you can see what the north node is going into and what the south node is releasing. If you have any questions at all, please reach out directly, send me a message. What else? I have a weekly email for you, tailored services, course library, meditations, guided meditations. That's been what has been coming through for each full moon channeling and healing, is a potent guided meditation. And with the membership, you have access to the past year. Okie dokie. Aries rising, Aries sun, Aries moon. This feels connected to your money, honey. You're ready. You're ready to be successful. I just ended it right there. You're ready to be successful. You're ready to be successful. Sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. This is happening in your house of early learning, communication, short trips, around town. You don't owe anyone in your family, you don't owe anyone in your life, your birth order, your culture, you don't owe anyone anything. This feels deeply connected to Uranus, is why I said it's connected to your money. Uranus is now at 28 degrees of Taurus energy. Neptune is at 29 degrees. They're in that sextile over here. These are big boulders. I'd highly recommend joining the Four Horsemen series. We've already talked about Jupiter. We've already talked about Saturn. And this is, we want to do big things in this world. When the sun transits the top of your chart, it kind of feels like everybody's watching and whatever's going on is far reaching. But whatever you're being called towards right now, and it feels like it's amalgamizing two different worlds. It feels like you're being asked to like break the mold of what practicality looks like, what daily life looks like, what it just looks and feels to me, Aries. It's deeply tied to your soul purpose. Deeply, deeply tied to your soul purpose. I definitely, and we talked about this since January, my darling, 25 degrees to like 2 degrees of Aries, 25 degrees Pisces to 2 degrees of Aries. Where is this in your chart? If this is Aries sun, Aries moon, this is like potent. This is the last stand of Saturn, the last stand of Neptune. This is connected to your soul purpose. You might be experiencing incredible dreams right now, incredible upgrades, incredible like unnamed things that are going on. Closures, strange sensual, sexual desires. Your chart ruler is going first right now. It's really like leading the way. I don't want you to be as practical. I think we talked about this in the last, I forget what reading it was. I don't want you to be very practical right now, not in when the sun is in Sagittarius. I would like you to be viciously focused on your best case scenario. Viciously focused. And I want you to surround yourself with souls that are actively cheering you on. You know, I've been talking since December of last year. It's called, surrounding yourself with winners. That's what I like to think of it as, because your wins don't take from me. I want you to completely succeed in whatever it is that you want. I want you to have extra zeros after that paycheck, after whatever it is that you think. I want God to bless you so much because you're a beautiful, loving, kind, generous soul, and you're worthy of it. You're being generous with it. Definitely, if you did not listen to the introduction, go back and listen to the introduction and retire a phrase. Aries, retire a phrase. Something that's deeply rooted. And definitely look at, like, how did I understand money? How did I understand success? What was that taught to me? This could be around the ages of like 7, 8 to like 12, 13. I would look at that time period for sure. And please, Aries, reach out for a private session. If this is confusing, don't try to go at this alone, for sure. Please reach out. I offered one-on-one services. I work on a donation-based model. Please reach out, check out my website, and see if I can be a supportive person for you right now. If this is your first time here and you're looking for messages and you're looking for a time, invite team in. Invite team in. We start with a free consultation to see if working together is in alignment. So please reach out to book that. Grateful that you're here. Please subscribe to the channel. Definitely, there's a new Aries here that this message was for. So thank you for finding the space. I'm so grateful for you too. Amazing. Taurus rising. Taurus sun, Taurus moon. I would love for you to watch the Aries video for sure. If you have Aries placements, work with that. Like, I don't want you being practical right now. There's like, it's like, I'm losing you, kiddo. And, I talked to Gemini about this a while ago, where it's like, I need you to have a sense of wonder. I need you to have a sense of belief in something larger than yourself. This is happening in your house of money, values, and access to resources. This is the money axis, the 6th and the 8th house, 6th and 8th house axis. So although you're a fixed axis, your money is mutable. Your money is mutable. And so Gemini ruling your 2nd house could be multiple streams of income for sure. Entrepreneurship for sure. Asking for what you need for sure. But declaring what it is that you need and releasing some rigidity. Releasing some fixity, for sure, for sure. The ruler of this full moon is in your house of relationships, so there might be some people that are going to oscillate in and out of your life, or maybe there's just a little bit of like redesigning the chessboard for a bit. It's not a bad thing. The people meant to be in your life are going to be in your life. We talked about that in the introduction, but right now you're being asked to walk a path. You're being asked to walk a path right now. It's connected to your money. Uranus is back in your sign. How does that feel? How does that feel? And I made it. I don't know if this is gonna... I knit that. I did. I knit it. I don't even know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. There might be some sensual, sexual things that are coming up, and we've talked about that. We talked about that. I forget what season it was. It might have been Scorpio season, but it was in the membership group in the All Signs reading, where being honest with people in your life as to like, what can I offer you? What am I interested in? And it was very much like, I'm just getting that there's a little bit of a focus on like the me. What am I getting out of it? Which I love. But if it's only self-serving and you're kind of pitying the person in front of you and not being honest with like what it is, that if they're not offering you the same amount that you're offering them, if they're not pouring into you in the same level that you are pouring into them, why are you keeping this person in your life? Is this for ego? Is this for safety? Is this for fear? Really look at that. This is like how we do one thing is how we do everything. And I guess that is a point of contention with some people, but I find it to be how we face one thing is how we face everything. Do I face it boldly and I say, I can figure anything out. I can do this. I can be honest. I'm respecting this. Or are we saying, I'm going to stay with this until this happens, and then that happens, I'll break up with this person, and when this happens, this happens. You don't play poker with the universe. The universe gives you where you're at. The universe blesses where you are, not where you want to be. Having a forward focus is beautiful, is one thing, but like radical honesty right now, Taurus. This is attached to your money and maybe a lack mentality or an abundance mentality, or maybe your abundances aren't coming in, or your relationship of your highest timeline is not coming in. While the sun's in your house of shared possessions, like it's kind of like the don't take a friend out on a date, like date yourself, because like the person that you're supposed to be with might be at the restaurant, but then if they see someone sitting across from you, they're not going to go up to you because they're like a classic lady or gentleman. You know what I mean? So be a match for what it is that you see and seek. We talked about that in the council meeting, and I talked about that in the monthly Dragon Oracle and Tarot reading. It's available in any membership group. So all 3 of my membership groups have that reading. All 3 of my membership groups have an all signs reading for the entirety of Sagittarius season, as well as like the past year of all signs readings. So definitely check that out if you're keen for some guidance and like a few lights to be lit on the path of your future instead of feeling stuck where you're at. Definitely check out my membership groups. It could be a good investment in yourself through this work. And please reach out if you'd like to have a chit chat before and see if the membership group is a good space for you. Amazing. Gemini rising, Gemini sun, Gemini moon. Girl, you are on display right now. You are on display. What am I doing? Phew, even more. Sorry. Let me get everybody down. Because there's an image that's coming through that it's like... And this is not... It's like you feel the energy that I'm picking up on, and this is not doctrine, this is just the energy that I'm picking up on, is that you feel like it's so public that it's almost like I'm the sacrificial lamb. You know, this is happening on your MCIC, on your ascendant descendant. So if this is not foundational, I don't know what is. It's also you experiencing this in your house, yes, but Pisces is also experiencing this. Sagittarius is also experiencing this, and Virgo is also experiencing this. So reach out to your buddies, but people that have this language. There's a story that needs to be released. There's a story that you're telling yourself that needs to be released. This is going to end badly. This is going to end well. This is going to end this. This is going to end this. Or this is the only way that this could end. Or this is the only way that God can bless me. This is the only way my abundances are going to be able to come in. Like, what clarity came from Mercury retrograde? When your chart ruler goes retrograde, that's a big deal. It happened over your descendant sign, back into your house of daily life. Like, what do you want to do and not want to do? What do you want your life to look like? You really releasing versions of yourself. It's like you're ready to go to the next level, but there's like, I just want to be really generous with this, and I love you. But sometimes, and I say this in the disclaimer, sometimes my messages come through in a harsh way. It's my corporate background, my leadership background. I've got you for like 4 minutes, so I just want to, there's like a boastfulness, and it's that needs to go where it's like, you know, you're like the most popular kiddo in middle school and you know everybody, but then when you get to like your freshman year of high school, you're like, oh my God, where is this? And you don't know where you are and you don't know what to do. Like there's a level up that you're really being asked to do right now, and it takes humility to get there. So be humble and do it, and just ask questions. Ask for what you need, and be honest and cut people out. There's people that are not meant to be around you right now. Please. Chiron over here in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. Mars over here in your house of relationships. There's some people that just, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You might have spent the Mercury retrograde clearing some things up. That's amazing. I love that. Or, you know, there might have been somebody that said something to you recently that you're like, whoa, that did not feel good. That felt spicy. And not in a fun way. We all know good spice. But this was not fun. Somebody said something to you and you're just like, I'm done, I'm good, thanks. And just, you don't have to be, you're not firing them, or maybe you are. But it can just be gracious. You know, it was even something that like sweet blessed Pam Gregory talked about in one of her last videos, which was like, it was like an unintentional ghosting of like, we just stopped talking. We just kind of fell out of it. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It can just be incredibly transformative energy that you're sitting in right now, Gemini, and I see you in it. I see you in it, and I see you doing the dang work, and I'm just grateful to be a vibrational match. I really respect what you're doing right now. Incredible, incredible. Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer moon. This might be a confusing one, to be honest, or it might be clear as day. What do you mean by that, Sarah? So whenever I've experienced a full moon in the 12th house, I either am like, I know exactly what soul contract I'm ending, I know exactly what person's gotta go, I know exactly what's going on, or it's like, I woke up crying, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's happening, I feel like everything's breaking down, and I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, but I'm here, I showed up, hi. And so take some time off if you need it, that's for sure. If you can take the full moon off, do it. Take a personal day if you can, just do it. It's amazing. You know, what's being highlighted to me is the new moon that's going to be happening in Sagittarius energy. That's going to happen on the 19th Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be right over here. Pretty much conjunct your descendant sign, but in your house of daily life and health and practical service. So when the sun transits our 6th house, this is the health axis. So you might be focused on a new job. You might have relocated. You might be really, and we've been talking about this on YouTube and in the All Signs reading in the membership group for a while. There might be, it's like you and like maybe one or two other signs that like are actually like really blossoming and have been making massive strides during this year of 9. It hasn't been as everything's ending and then everything's ending and then everything's ending. There's actually been a lot of growth and some beautiful things that are coming for you. Your cardinal water energy, of course that would happen. Of course that would happen. And the conjunction of Saturn and Neptune that happens in February of 2026 is at the cusp of your house of legacy. So of course you're an archetype that needed to be in the abundance, in the beautiful energy. So whatever you're receiving, please don't apologize for it and don't turn it away. Like take every compliment, take every, oh my goodness, I'm happy for you. And anything that is not celebrating you right now, let it go. Let it go. Uranus to step back into your house of Taurus. I was just literally talking to Gemini about this. And I know I can come across as like cutthroat, but my sun, my natal sun is at 2 degrees Aries, conjunct Jupiter in my 5th house of play. Like take a little bit of splash of Aries right now And just be like, if somebody's not meant for your future, Cancer, remove them. If there is a specific habit, drinking, excessive, smoking, cannabis use, whatever it may be, binge watching, binge scrolling, whatever it may be, whatever it is for you, this isn't for everybody, but try to find some temperance with it. Yeah. And the vibration that you put into it. Which is, I have known and do know many people that ingest alcohol, that, smoke ceremoniously. And that's what it is. It's ceremony. It's ceremony. Having like a nice Barolo to go with a beautiful Italian pasta dish, and you open the bottle, like there's beauty to that. But if you're hiding it and, taking shots and drinking because you want to remove, like I used to do it. I was a cannabis smoker for 14 plus years. I was waking and baking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, cannabis. I couldn't eat without cannabis. I couldn't go to the gym without cannabis. I couldn't make art without cannabis. I couldn't record videos without cannabis. I couldn't do much without cannabis. And that wasn't serving me anymore, because I wasn't reaching the galactic channels that I'm supposed to channel. I wasn't reaching my highest expression of myself, of my suit, because of it. So if there's something that needs to go, let it go. And this might be ambiguous. This might just be in your dreams, Cancer. So just let it happen as gracefully and as naturally as possible. And reach out if I can be of assistance. I love you so much. Leo rising, Leo sun, Leo moon. The grace that some of you have really handled the South Node in your house of money is really beautiful. It's really beautiful. I just have to say that. I just have to highlight that and acknowledge you, because that's not in any way an easy transit, but it's also shifting your trajectory in a really beautiful way. Like to your highest timeline, to your most beautiful, auspicious, like the thingy. So this is happening in your house of community and friendships and wishes for the future. So your desires might be shifting left and right. You might feel the mutability of this axis pretty intensely. It's also, it happens sometimes for you. It happens sometimes for other signs as well. But it's like there's two energies that is available to you right now, which is like when the sun is in your house of play, you want to have fun, you want to buy all these Christmas presents and do all these things and spend all this money and have a great time and go to the parties and yada 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 and all that, but your soul is calling you towards a different experience. And how often do you answer? I have a whole video, the holidays are a multidimensional masterclass, how to navigate it. And so that could be worth your time and energy for sure. But if you don't vibe in a room, don't go in that room. If they don't honor the Leo that you are, don't go in that room. You're transforming so deeply right now. So deeply. And if people aren't honoring that, don't talk to them. If you're doing it for the story, Uranus is going to take care of that. Uranus will show you different things. Uranus is going to show you different things. Like the story, if you keep telling a specific story, the law of vibration will work in the negative, it will work in the positive. What do you mean by that, Sarah? My video, the 2024 to 2027, the changing of the guides, that could be helpful. For sure. But it's like, if you keep telling the same story over and over and over again, the universe will give it to you, the law of vibration. So if this is a negative story, you're going to continue to get negative things. Nothing works out for me. I never find the right parking spot. This person wronged me. You're going to get more people that wrong you. You're going to attract that because you keep talking about it, because you keep pedestalizing it. But if you talk about healthy things, if you talk about growth, if you talk about acts of service and what it is that you want to do in this world and all of those beautiful things, the universe has to respond. The universe has to respond. These are universal laws. This isn't me making up woo. These are the universal laws that we reside in the universe. Not just here on planet Earth, but the universe. Definitely look into the universal laws. Universal law of vibration. This is classic manifesting 101. But also at the same time is, when you keep telling the story of a trauma, big T, little t, your body doesn't know the difference. Your body does not understand time and space. This is psychology. This is science. This is I don't have to explain that to you. Do your own research on it, for sure. Read The Body Keeps the Score, for sure. But vibe how you want to vibe and not the story. Not the story and not the community that wants you small, but the community that wants you on the stage that you belong in. You're the sun, Leo. You're run by the sun. Shine. Shine bright. Shine bright. My membership group, the Divine Sovereign Room, could be worth looking into. We have 2 monthly coaching calls. We meet together live once on the first Saturday of the month at 11 Eastern Standard Time, and the Thursday before the new moon at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to be surrounded by cheerleaders. Join the Monday Live on YouTube. We are such a supportive bunch. You are worthy and deserve people just cheering you on. Reach out. Ask any questions you've got. Amazing. Give yourself a hug or a pat on the back. And just tell yourself in the mirror that you love you. Virgo. Virgo rising, Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Oh my gosh. Okay. How you feeling, honey? How you feeling? How you feeling? This big stuff for sure. I'd say you and Gemini for sure are the ones that are, and Pisces and Sag, the whole mutable axis is this is a lot, but I'm not going to discredit. There's a new role that you're being asked to play. Take your time with it. Do your own research on it. But there is a new role that you're being asked to play. And this message is not for everyone, so please use your discernment. But there's a new role that you're being asked to play. And it means leaving something behind. An old version of you, a story, a community, a job, for sure. Now, if this is your first time here, I'm a corporate survivor. So I've got a few videos lately that are about, 5 ways to tell if your 3D job is stalling your timeline. And then it was another one, when your job no longer aligns with your soul's purpose. One's a longer one, one's a shorter one. And it just, if there's something that is coming up where I can't be in this system anymore. It's something that's really fully, and I have tons of resources for you. Definitely look into the Jupiter-Saturn trine. They fully trine again in Leo energy next year. So I'm just seeing that this path and this trajectory, you're kind of I don't want to be on this train anymore. I don't want to be, and maybe for someone who's in the school system or who's a nurse, this feels corporate. It feels I don't like what I'm being asked to do. I don't like it at all. I don't like having to upsell. And it could have been literally Black Friday that you're just I don't want to try to upsell everybody for everything and all the things. Dude, I worked at a gym once. It was a bougie gym. And it was, I'm just asking my guys if I should tell this story. There was a day where I was I recognized, I was this feels like I'm drinking the juice. This feels like I'm drinking the juice. Do you feel like you're drinking? I was just kind of we're drinking the juice here. This is not the healthiest of environments. Like it was nobody was really, or let me rephrase that. The majority of the people that worked there were not walking the talk, were not really living into the values. And so like I'd kind of got to like the epicenter. I was like, oh, this isn't a safe environment at all. I was like, I'm working 70 hours a week. Like, this is not healthy. This is not healthy. This is not healthy. And so I asked a few people that I trusted. I was like, hey, do you feel like, did we drink the juice? Like, are you okay with it? And I'll never forget. It was a big bougie gym. And so there was like, there was a spa, and there was yoga, and there was this, and there was that, and there was this. And I asked somebody who worked at the cafe, and he goes, Sarah, I serve the juice. I was like, cool, okay, so you're fine with this. And I asked one of the people that kind of ran the place that worked downstairs. I was like, did we drink the juice? And he was like, Sarah, I swan dove into the juice. I took the bucket of juice and I just motorboated it and I just this, that. And I was like, oh, so everybody knows and everybody's okay with it. Or these two people that I respected very much so. And they were fine with it. They were making good money. There's no judgment. It just wasn't for me. And so I recognized I was so grateful that I spoke my truth and that I asked, because I was able to say, oh, you're good with this. I'm not okay with this. So I did eventually leave that job and I never went back. And I was really grateful for the experience and the opportunities. Again, that's like, I came from corporate. So I'm grateful for the opportunities because some people are okay in it, some people are not. What does this mean for you, Virgo? If any of this resonates, that you're like, I can't vibe in this environment anymore, and I don't feel like I have anyone to talk to about it, reach out. Please reach out. My one-on-one services, I work on a donation-based model. Please reach out, check out my website, and see if working together could be in alignment. If you're in a dark place, I'm ready to sit with you. Not about to hold your hand, but I'm about to help light some candles on the path out. And if you need your hand held, of course I will hold your hand. Of course I will be there for you. That's one thing that I really recognize about my clients and the people that I surround myself with is I'm so grateful to be a vibrational match because no one's ever complaining. No one's ever like, woe is me, this, that, and the third. It's like, I'm actively aware that I'm in this. I'm actively leaving it. I'm actively shifting. Where is this in my chart? What is going on? So I'm happy to be there, hold your hand, support you, and nourish the you that you are right now so that you can whittle the tools to get out of it. But it's not about woe is me. It's like, I'm getting out of this. I'm grateful to be here. I'm learning so many lessons and I'm doing it. So if that vibes, please reach out. Please reach out. I'm really grateful to be a match with you. And please, if this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. I feel like there's a few other signs that it's your first time here, and I'm just grateful that you're here. So thank you. Thank you. Libra rising, Libra sun, Libra moon. Oh, buddy. Do you want to go? Some of you just want to go. I just feel that. Some of you are like, I'm ready. I'm ready for my future. I'm ready. Like, universe, catch up because I'm ready. Bags are packed. Let's do this. There is this feeling, and this is a little bit more quantum, but this is in the house of spirituality, quest, adventure, and just really big thinking. This is normally a Sagittarius run house. For you, it's run by Gemini. So this is big thinking, big spirituality. And so although you are a vibrational match for your future, for the house, for the partner, for the job, you already are. There's very little that I actually want you to be doing right now, Libra. Rising especially, but sun and moon, you can receive this for sure. But patience, we're kind of like in time and space. So although it's a point of contention and it can be incredibly, I don't want to say toxic, but I don't want you to think that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. Where you're like, it hasn't arrived yet, Sarah. Like, I know I've been vibing, I've been trusting, I've been doing it, and it hasn't arrived yet. just keep vibing. Just keep vibing, because when it arrives, you're again just going to continue vibing. So you're already living the life of your dreams. I'm having a full body reaction, Libra. This is going to unlock something for a lot of you. It's like, release the hustle, release the worry, release the law of comparison, like work with the universal law of gender gestation. Everything has a gestation period. When you plant the seed of a carrot, you know how long the carrot's going to take. A baby, you know how long a baby is going to take. Your thing is coming. There is a point where it arrives. But because we're in time and space and we don't know the time of the gestation, we get a little anxious, we get a little frustrated, we get a little impatient. Trust divine timing. It's already here. Relax a little bit. I would love for you to be able to take the day off if you could. I would really love to just let you like do some breathing exercises, relax. Just take a personal day. Take a personal day and like the check's in the mail, dude. The check's in the mail. If you actually trusted that the check was in the mail, you'd take a day off, right? You'd relax, you'd take a bubble bath, you'd cry, you'd eat a good meal. You'd watch a movie, you'd take some pressure off. For sure you would. So why aren't you? Why aren't you trusting? Where's this impatience coming from? Could be a traumatic response as well, and I don't say that lightly. It could be an addictive tendency for sure. My sister and I joke all the time that like our impatience just comes from our addictive personalities. And we're like, we want it yesterday. We want it yesterday. So you're not alone. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying I would love for you to take this full moon and rest. More. Like rest more. Yeah. Yeah. And grab a spoon, grab a jar of almond butter and plop. Put some cinnamon in there. Get a little bit of like magic abundance dust in there and just chill. Chill, girl. Chill, my dude. Chill. You got it. It's coming. Checks in the mail. Love it. Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon. Money, 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 money. You are being asked. This is happening quick. This is happening quick. This is happening quick. I love it. Whew. Money, shared wealth, loans, banking. This is money stuff. Sag season for you is the mind on the money and the money on the mind. You got big things that you're doing. You got big things. You're going places. You're going places. Definitely Scorpio rising. Please take a look at where 25 to 29 degrees of Pisces falls. If you use Placidus, if you use whole sign, it's going to be in your house of joy, play, romance, and childlike spirits. And that conjunction of the two of them is going to be in February of next year on your house of daily life. Like next year is fully like a big legacy year for you. But not in the old ways, in the new ways. Because the North Node goes into your house of home and safety, and the South Node releases in your house of legacy. So it's not about the crowds, it's about you being a vibrational match to be able to do the best work in this world. And you are the one to be able to do it. I'm hearing patience. I'm hearing there are some people that do need to leave your life, and it might not make sense. It might not make sense. Uranus is back in your house of relationships. The South Node is in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. So there's big releases in your house of others. And this is shared wealth. This might not make sense, and it might, like, I don't want to say sting a little, but it might be like someone close to me. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to, the general astrological wheel. Aquarius runs the I'll tell you why. Runs the 11th house. The North Node is going to be going into that house next year. So the North Node is going to go into the house of healthy others, healthy community. So we have to have just the seats at the table for those that are meant to be there. It's okay. Cry. Let it sting. This might be a very long held relationship that needs to end and that needs to change. So I'm not just crediting in any capacity the pain. You know, the astrology gives us the map. It gives us the validation as to why everything's happening the way that it is, and to like where this might be coming up and what's going on here and yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't make it feel any better. Dude, it doesn't make any of this feel any better. At all. So feel it. Feel it deeply. Next year's the year one. We're a month away. And this has been a very, very gross year, Scorpio. And we've just, it's been an absolute privilege to be able to channel these messages for you and to hold space with you and to be there with you in the crap storm that was 2025. Because it was a beautiful crap storm. Because what do we know about crap? It's the best fertilizer. It's the best fertilizer. So we label it as poop, but our guides want to take it. I have a whole guided meditation, Let It Go, Let Them Take It. It's available in the meditation room. It's available in the Paradigm Shift membership room, as well as the Divine Sovereign membership room. It's a guided meditation where you literally, like, your guides come over and are like, give me the guck, and they take it. So that's definitely something that could be worth your investment. It channeled through on a full moon. Might have been in Scorpio. I can't remember what full moon it was, but the membership groups, there will be an all signs, there will be full moon channeling and healing specifically for this energy, but that is one that you can turn to. You can watch them over and over and over and over and over again until the end of your days. So definitely check out my website to see if I can be of service to you and if you'd like to invest in yourself through this work. Gross stuff, dude. Nobody could understand individually. And I usually give a double disclaimer, or sometimes I give a double disclaimer in Scorpio. It's like, this is how Scorpio goes through things. This is the depths of Scorpio. Scorpio, you're run by Mars and Pluto. This ain't gentle. It wasn't meant to be, but I'm grateful to be here with you. I'm also Scorpio rising, so I'm not coming at you, but cool stuff. Deep stuff. Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius sun, happy birthday, Sagittarius moon. I love that for you. I love that. How you doing? Huh. Where are you? Yeah. You're not the only one. There's a lot of relationships that need to end right now, that need to shift. The people, like I said in the introduction, the people meant for us will be there without question. Absolutely without question. Don't play with the hearts of others. Tell people, if you have any Taurus placements as well, tell people if you can't be in their lives. Don't play with your own heart. Yeah, you don't have to show up. This could also be family, that we need to set some boundaries with family. And we need to go, a lot of people have gone no contact. A lot of people are just not showing up. I had a whole video on, the holidays or a multidimensional masterclass that's available for free on YouTube. Like, the North Node is in your house of home. Saturn and Neptune are in your house of home. Like, something is being like, look here, while the sun is in the house of self. Your chart ruler in your house of deep transformation, and the full moon releasing in your house of relationships and the important people in your life. It's not walking away from people, it's walking towards your destiny. It's walking towards what's best for you. And so if there are people that are not on your vibration right now, it's okay to say, I love you, but I love you from a distance. I love you, but I love you from here. I love you, but I can't show up for that. And really, a really good test. How do you feel before and after you see maybe the person or the family or the group that's up for question? Do you have to ramp yourself up to see them and do tons of bubbling? And this could be a job environment as well. Do you have to really, really, really focus? And then when you're leaving, you're like, if only they did this, if only they did this, why don't they do this? Why this? Why? And you could effortlessly solve all their problems, or just like, I can't believe that, and it's triggering, and you go down to a vibration. Do you have to put yourself in an environment that doesn't feel good to see that person? Or are you alive and effervescent and things feel great and things feel wonderful? Trust your body, trust your energy, trust your mind, trust it. Really focus right now and just say no. If it's not a resounding yes, Sagittarius, it's a no. It's a no. That's okay. What's meant for you will circle back around. It's going to knock on the door numerous times. You're going to know it's meant for you. Your blessing, your pot of gold is only meant for you. So you cannot mess that up. But if it is not a yes, like a full body yes, it's a no, and that's okay. You don't always have to show up. You owe nobody nothing. Love it. Capricorn rising, Capricorn sun, Capricorn moon. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. It's not just you. Somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go. Doesn't have to make sense. Something's got to go. A habit, a pattern, a person. Something's got to go. It might not make sense. It's a person. It's a person for sure. An environment, a state, something big. It's like there's been like whispers. It's like there's been whispers with someone, like a person, and it's like not all is what it seems. I'm having a full body reaction to saying that, Cap. This is inner circle people, maybe numerous people in inner circle where you're like, but they're so nice, and it doesn't, like, we've been friends for a while and blah, blah, blah. There's something that's like God heard conversations that he doesn't want you to hear. The universe is in every breath and every room across all time and space. So it's, if you're being like, why does this feel weird? 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 All that time that you're spending, talk to Sag as well. Definitely go watch the Sag video. All the time that you're spending thinking about, what does this mean? 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 You're going somewhere. You're leveling up. Hello. 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 Oh, wait. Hello. You're moving somewhere. Something big is coming, is happening. And let the remainder of this season, until we get to your season, until we get to the solstice, release. This is the end of the wheel. This is especially for Capricorn rising, but Capricorn sun and moon, like, utilize this energy wherever this is falling in your chart. What endings need to end? What habits, this is the health axis, are not serving you? Is it scrolling? Is it sugar? Is it tarot? Is it overdoing it? Whatever it may be. Is it judgment? This could be a time for a pivot. This could be a time for something incredible. The new moon that's coming up in a few weeks is going to be pretty much conjunct your ascendant sign. It's at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is soul purpose, healing, closures, and coming home. This is the perfect time to end as many cycles as possible. It came up in the council gathering that we had today with the Council of Nine. If you'd like to purchase the replay, that's available on my website. All of the information is linked below. Definitely check out my website. I love the souls that I get to work with in my one-on-one sessions. And please reach out. I work on a donation-based model. So if you are interested in working together one-on-one, whether for one session or a few, please reach out and take a peek at the website and how to sign up for that. But sometimes we just need someone to sit with us and be like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what, like, you just need the mirror. I'm here to light a few lampposts on the path of your future. I'm a projector in human design. I'm a 33 life path. Like, I'm here to help you. But you have to invite me in. You have to invite someone in to say, I need an ear. I need someone to take a peek at this. I don't like the way this feels. Your gut is right, but it might just be like, I don't want to do this. Trust your gut. Trust your foresight. Trust your image, and trust the God of your understanding, Cap. It might be quiet, actually, as well. It might be silent. It might just be not responding, not showing up to that gathering. It might just be not showing up as the version of yourself. Is a beautiful Dr. Joe quote. You're not showing up as the version you're not showing up as the version of you that I had in my mind. Yeah, that's okay. You don't owe anybody an older version of you ever. You just have to show up as yourself. But the whispers that I was talking about earlier, like, was that person's, like, it's like, I've experienced this, so it makes you feel like you're going insane. And so please reach out if this is a vibrational match for you, where it's like someone that you know and love in your life, like a dear friend or a family member, where all of a sudden you're having these dreams, or you're waking up and I'm like, are they talking bad about me? Are they gossiping about me? No, that's my friend. I've had this experience happen. I'm not projecting. I'm just saying I know what this feels like, and you absolutely feel like you're going insane. I found out years later that someone that I had considered a mentor at the time was mocking me to no end. Like, it was minuscule what I thought was happening, to the point of the person that had confided in me that it was going on was like, I don't even want to tell you. I don't even want to tell you how bad it was. I don't even want to tell you. So trust your instincts and trust your gut. This is really going to unlock something for someone out there. So please reach out if I can be of assistance to help you discern and navigate. Deep stuff, dude, deep stuff. You, Scorpio, Gemini, Cancer, deep stuff, dude, deep stuff. Amazing. Incredible. I'm grateful you're here. I'm grateful you're here. Aquarius, rising sun, moon. Where is this falling for you, darling? Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Oh, good times. Good times. Good times. All right. We spent a significant amount of time last year talking about sobriety, and that might not be for everyone, and I totally get that. But there's something, full moon of play, and, you know, childlike spirits and kiddos. And so sometimes for parents, when you have a full moon in your fifth house, the kiddos are just a little all over the place. I'll make the rules, planets do. So the sun is transiting your house of community, friendships, wishes for the future, and your full moon is in your house of play and romance and joy and creative expression. There is a community that desires you. There is someone to love you. There is someone that can receive you, that you're not too much for, that you're not too strange for, that you're not too this for, that you're not too that for. I would love for you to focus on the North Node in your house of money, this Saturn-Neptune energy over here from 25 to 29 degrees of Pisces, as well as the sun. That's where I want you to focus. You're releasing deep transformation, shared possessions, rebirth. This might be a death phase of the death and rebirth cycle. And you're definitely growing up, but at the same time are integrating a lot of inner child play, and you're loving that side of yourself. But on that path, I don't want you to lose your romantic side. There's the divinity within you that's so profound and so lovely. And you're worthy of someone loving all aspects of you. All aspects of you. And so the new moon that's coming up is going to be in your house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future. So this really says to me, like, releasing any old, and I'm seeing it connected to Chiron too, about like the story. Yeah, there's something about the story, Aquarius, who I used to be. And this is coming from, like, I've been called before a process queen. Sometimes we don't need to process it. Sometimes we just have to say, hey, don't do that. I don't like that. I don't do that anymore. That's not me anymore. I don't gossip that. I'm worthy of love. I'm this. I am this. But yeah, there's a lot of, you're not the only sign that I've talked to about this. There's just a lot of shifting around of communities right now, of souls that are like, oh, I actually belong here. Oh, this friendship is not aligned, or oh, this is this, or oh, this is this. And so you're definitely not alone. Numerous signs. We talked in the introduction as well, but this happening in your house of community is a very big deal, Aquarius. So definitely vibe with the people that you're supposed to vibe with. And it's okay to quietly step away from relationships that don't serve you. This does not have to be loud. It doesn't. It can be gentle. It can be the healthy side of Gemini. Just honest. Yeah, just be honest with yourself first. Decide what's best for you, and then act from that sovereign space. I love you. Pisces, darling. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Beautiful. It's going to feel like a slingshot. It's going to feel so nice. So nice. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's intense for sure. This is happening in your house of home and safety. In my cultural family roots. What is home and where is home? We've talked a lot in the past, I'd say 6 to 9 months, maybe 12 months, about relocation, about living somewhere different than where you live right now, moving, changing country. Definitely take a peek at what that Mercury retrograde going into Sag and back into Scorpio and now in your house of quest, adventure, long distance travel, higher education is the chart ruler for the entire full moon. Like, what's coming up for you? It came up in the council gathering, and it's something that I'll definitely be speaking about publicly, but the divine masculine is being asked to go on a pilgrimage. Whether that's the divine masculine within us or embodied divine masculine being asked to really go on like a relocation trip or something. Find home, find the partnership, find the love, find whatever it may be. Find whatever it may be. Maybe for Capricorn season, maybe you do travel. Maybe you travel for the holidays. But home seems to be astrologically the biggest theme, and it feels, the guidance that I'm being given right now is just like, it doesn't have to be so, what is it? It might be clear as day. Basically, it doesn't have to be so mysterious. What's under this? It doesn't have to be so mutable. It might be just like clear as day. Like, yep, I am here and I don't want to be and I want to go. And that's that. or maybe even expressing radical acceptance for where you are and waiting for, the conjunction between Saturn and Neptune in Aries, 0 degree Aries in February, to be, okay, we're in the last month of a year of 9. Don't rush it because of ego stuff. Let the chips fall. I don't know why I said that. Let the chips fall. Yeah. Just looking at the 4 planetary bodies, Neptune is still retrograde for this full moon. Chiron is retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, and Jupiter all retrograde. And this is the inner world. This is the public world. So it might just feel very public right now. It might even be embarrassing. You might be feeling like, oh, everybody's looking at me. Everybody can see me. What is going on? When you're on stage, metaphorical stage, who do you need? What do you need to feel safe? I see you in this vibration. I see you in what you're in, and it might be just deeply connected to home. I'm not where I want to be, or I'm not feeling good inside my body. I'm not feeling safe inside my body. Like there's some safety. There's some things that are, this is the house of the mother. This is the house of the father. So it might be some family stuff coming up too. Yeah, definitely check out the video I posted, I think it was last week or the week before. The holidays are a multidimensional masterclass. Like definitely just set your energetic, personal, physical, mental, emotional boundaries and stick to it. And when we promise ourselves something, that's a promise I want you to keep. We don't owe anyone anything, but we owe ourselves radical honesty and acceptance. And please reach out directly if I can be of assistance to you. Happy full moon, my darling. Love you.